We're here back at the Fantasy Buy Big Monday night in MLB. I've got 6 guys fresh off the tap for you, including my favorite buy low. I got a game stack getting started for you, which includes my favorite value play in the slate, a starting pitcher I think will get lost in the shuffle, and of course, my favorite play of the night. Who we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Barn. Find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar and checking out the video. Hope everybody out there had a great weekend. Before we get into plays, you know the drill. Please take a second, click that thumbs up button. Let's see how many we can get on the video today. Thank you in advance for that. That's the tip jar here on this absolutely free video. So please take a second and do that. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Get notified when these videos get released. And lastly, head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Tons of great sports betting information, analytics, trends, compare the odds across all the different sports books and premium picks. If you don't have the time to dig in today, you can get to it tomorrow, but get those premium picks, put some money in your account. Check it out today, scoresandodds.com/beer. That link in the description of the video. All right, let's get started again. 8 games on the docket. Weather does not look to be a concern. If we have to make any changes, we will do so in the comment section of the video. All right, let's start in the outfield with Taylor Ward of the Angels. I've been kind of up and down here with Taylor Ward, something you'd expect from a young player, so not surprised at all. But the positive, does have a couple 3-hit games over the last 5 and good numbers against left-handed pitching, as you'd expect. Woba at 375, ISO at 214, and very good fastball hitter, 431 Woba, and the ISO all the way up to 333 against that pitch. Going to see a bunch of those from Bubic, who's really struggled this season. We're talking an ERA north of 8, a lot of hard contact allowed as well at almost 39%, 7 earned runs allowed in just the last 2 starts alone. So the Angels in a good spot. We got a lot of premium pitching on this slate. Bubic certainly does not qualify in that category here. Angels look like a nice stack. Taylor Ward, one of my favorite options on both sides. All right, let's go to the infield next at first base with Luke Voit of the Padres. So Voit on a nice little tear. Coors Field will certainly help you out with that, but we're talking multi-hit games now in 4 of the last 6, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Also had some help in Wrigley. I get it. Had a little win aid there, but Voit's numbers against right-handed pitching really stand out. 236 ISO, leads the San Diego team. Yes, even higher than Manny Machado against righties dating back to the start of last season. But the pitching matchup is what I really love here. Zach Davies loves to throw that sinker. In fact, that's his pitch to righties, a 55% on average, 443 Woba for Voit against that pitch, and a 239 ISO. Luke Voit, think he stays hot here against Zach Davies here tonight. All right, let's stay with San Diego, but we're going to go to starting pitcher here with DARVISH. Now, again, there are a lot of pitching options on this slate. I mean, it is chock full with guys. You got McClanahan and Cole going head-to-head. You got Corbin Burns. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I don't think DARVISH is really going to stand out here. Now, let's look at the pricing. DraftKings, he's about the cheapest of those ace-level pitchers that we can look at. So might garner a little bit more ownership over there, but FanDuel at 10-2, I think he's going to be totally unowned here. And I get it, maybe not the same upside as some of these other guys, but hear me out here. 6 or more strikeouts in 3 of the last 4 games. This guy has delivered 22 or more DraftKings points in 4 of the last 5. So very, very productive here. And this matchup, probably the best amongst all these aces. Arizona, very bad against right-handed pitching, 23rd in weighted OBA, 24th in WRC plus, and striking out at the 5th highest rate against right-handed pitching at almost 25%. In fact, when you look at the projected starting lineup, 7 of those starters at 23% or higher strikeout rates against righties, and some of those up 25, upwards of 30% here. So yes, he does not have that same McClanahan level strikeout upside, but I think DARVISH can be right there at the end of the day as one of the highest scoring pitchers at one of the lowest ownerships on tonight's slate. All right, back to the bats here, back to the outfield with JD Martinez of the Red Sox. So Martinez, the power not quite been there. I mean, he does have 3 home runs in the last 10 days, but putting the ball in play. I mean, we're talking hits in 13 of the last 16 games. We know this guy very good, righty on righty. Ranked 2nd on this Red Sox team in both WOBA and ISO against right-handed pitching dating back to the start of last season. And Vieto been kind of a mess coming up. A youngster still trying to figure things out. 358 WOBA allowed, but an alarming 49.1% hard contact rate allowed here. Boston obviously in a smash spot here. JD Martinez, one of my favorite Red Sox bats on the night. All right, let's stay in that game. Let's go to the other side, though. Let's get you a little game stack going with outfielder Robbie Grossman of the Tigers. Now, rarely are you going to see Tigers here in a six-pack. It was self-explanatory. We pick on this team a lot with starting pitcher here, but I think this is certainly a game that you're going to want to look at and stack. Now, Boston's certainly going to be popular with all these stud starting pitchers going. This spot certainly stands out, so you're not going to get sneaky with Boston, but what you might get sneaky with is running it back with some Tigers on the other side, and Grossman stands out here. Now, Winkowski, we don't have a huge sample. We'll get to him in a minute, but last couple games for Grossman, big-time numbers, 5 hits, 2 home runs over those last 2 games, and hits the sinker well. Again, very limited sample here, but 250 ISO against that pitch. Winkowski has allowed a 214 ISO, so giving up some power and a 50% hard contact rate in that limited sample, 2 left-handed hitters, plus the pricing. Whenever you get a bat, hitting third in a lineup generally at 2,300 on DraftKings, 2,500 on FanDuel, helps ease some of the costs here. Don't hate stacking these Tigers up in this one, but Robbie Grossman, either as part of a game stack, as part of a Tiger stack, or even as a one-off play, it's a lot of different builds here tonight. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Congrats to all of the recent winners. This is very easy to play, and a thank you to you guys for checking out the video. Make sure you've hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Get in the comment section. All I need you to do is guess fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter, the 5 bats I'm going to give you on FanDuel tonight. Closest guess in fantasy points going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium, chance to check everything out behind the scenes. And while you're down there, who is your favorite play tonight? Who's your beast of the night? Favorite pitcher, favorite stack, whatever you guys want to sound off in that comment section. Let's talk some baseball here on Monday night. Now, without further ado, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Monday night, you know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to stay in that Boston and Detroit game. Continue the stack here on the Red Sox side. Back to the infield with third baseman Rafael Devers, tonight's Beast of the Night. So Devers been doing his job to a T here of late, bringing in runs left and right. In fact, he's got 5 2 or more RBI games over the last 8. So really producing there in the RBI department. We know the power is there as well. 400 WOBA against righties, 325. The ISO hits the fastball well, which Faedo throws a lot. 365 ISO against that pitch. WOBA just north of 400 here. And we talked about his struggles with righties. Been even worse against lefties. 231 ISO allowed, are 13% K rates. Not a lot of strikeouts against lefties. And a huge power mix that we're always looking for. 52% fly ball rate, 46% hard contact rate. That is not great news against a hitter like Rafael Devers. If you want to get in the betting world, plus 340 on FanDuel for Devers to hit a home run, or 32-1 for him to hit 2 home runs. Just throwing that out there for you if you want to attack that as well. Rafael Devers, easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up here for Monday night, and 6 picks on FanDuel and DraftKings for you on this 8-game slate. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, please hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter on FanDuel for a shot at free week of RotoGrinders Premium. And I want to know your Beast of the Night as well in that comment section. Check out scoresandodds.com/beer, and you can also follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck on this slate tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with 6 more plays for the Tuesday slate. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up and the subscriptions. Guys, good luck tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist